Hello, this is Les, and I'm the Handy Ham on YouTube. Today I'd like to tell you a story about how I won a radio in a contest on Facebook. So this goes back to a few weeks ago when I stumbled across a ad for a contest by Redivus on Facebook, and it was called the My Favorite Features event. And so in order to enter this contest, I made a video about my RA89 walkie-talkie by Redivus and what the features were that I liked best in this radio. And that was pretty easy because far and away my favorite feature is the noise reduction circuitry in it, because it really gets rid of a lot of the noise and crackle and popping that goes on in there. But that's in the video on my YouTube channel. Anyway, so I entered this contest, and I figured I'd win, either a radio or maybe some accessories or something from Redivus. Well, turns out I did win a radio, and here it is. This is my new Redivus A1 handheld radio. And so I thank Redivus. I like this radio. I did put some time into the video that I made to enter the contest for this. So, when I sing their praises, it's not necessarily a paid advertisement. So, I do like all of my Redivus radios. I have 3 now. So, there were a few things I like because I've never had a radio with GPS in it. So, this is my first radio with GPS, and I really like it. I took the coordinates that it showed me from my location and entered it directly in a search on Google, and it told me that I was at my home address. So it works perfectly. And there are other things I like about this. It has USB-C charging on the side of the radio instead of the back. So you could set it in its cradle and charge it with the USB if you wanted to fast charge the radio, because this Type-C charging on the side of the radio, that's for a fast charge. It charges at a 1 amp rate, whereas a cradle charging is more to take care of your battery long term, and it's a 400 milliamp hour charge rate. So it's a lower charge rate, and it'll make your battery last longer. But if you want a fast charge and have a real quick hot charge, you use the USB charge on the side of the radio, and that'll take care of it fast. Okay, so here's something I just wanted to do real quick, because I saw somebody else doing one too, and I wanted to compare. I saw another channel measure his A1 at about 5.29 watts. So I'm going to measure mine. 5.33 watts on high on 2 meters. Okay. I wanted to see that. Thanks for joining me. So I'd like to just summarize by saying that, well, I have a lot of different radios. I test all my radios with my Tiny SA Ultra and my Surecom Power Meter personally, because I believe it's a responsibility as a licensed operator that we check our equipment to make sure that it's within the regulations of the FCC. So I test all my equipment, and I use my radios for a number of different purposes, one of them being scanning local police, fire, and EMS. And so a radio that puts out harmonic emissions, while you can't transmit on it legally, it still makes a great scanner for police, fire, and EMS. And so I would not throw a radio away because it puts out spurious harmonic emissions. It just gets relegated to a different type of service. That being said, I have 3 Retevis radios here in front of me. I've tested all 3 of them. One thing I'll say about Retevis is their quality control is good because all 3 of these radios exceed their specifications, both in power output and the lack of harmonic emissions. So, yay Retevis, good job. You make a good radio. I like the latest edition, the A1. It has a number of good features that I really like about it. The buttons on the keypad, you can easily find the band button, AB. You can find the channel mode, frequency mode button here. So if you're going to grab this and put a frequency in it, it is just intuitive. In a menu system, there's nothing on there that you won't understand. You won't find something and go, well, what is that? No, it's all intuitive, and it makes it easy to program. So you can more or less leave the CPS alone for this radio. So in summarizing, all of my radios I like. There's no doubt about it. If I'm going to go out and I grab a radio, I can just about bet you that one of them is going to be a Retevis because of the performance factors. They're clean, they're consistent, and they last a long time. So decide for yourself. But thanks for coming along with me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is Les, your